at Ascot. It is over the 1,000 metres. And Mark, there was a horse that was pretty impressive last start.
Yeah, a really nice 2-year-old was Speeding Comet, and he hasn't really put it together since those early days, but his recent form up the Pinjarra Straight has been very good. We'll go back and have a look at him running second last start behind Massachusetts.
Comet now getting room. Massachusetts coming on strongly. It's over towards the middle of the course, running on. Quick on the trigger. Speeding Comet now winding up. Sterling Estate wants to lay around at high tees, getting home. Massachusetts hit the front though from on the outside. Speeding Comet, and Massachusetts pulls away for State to give him a double.
As you mentioned, those runs at Pinjarra have been very good, and I think that shows that this horse will have the fitness to attack this line strongly. I think it may be just starting to click through the gears and get that confidence back that we saw as a 2-year-old, as you mentioned. They're drawn nicely here in barrier 2. The 3 kilo claim to Fiona Bell means it gets in nicely with the weights, and this isn't the strongest class 3 handicap you'll see.
Great to see Fiona Bell getting another opportunity on the Galloper as well, but I like what Simon Miller's done here. He's clicked the reset button, gone right back to his roots, started from class 1, now taking him through the grades. I think he's definitely a chance here, Adam. Aerozine, disappointing last start, probably went a little bit too hard last start, had to do a bit too much work, but the start before was very impressive.
Well, this is what we mentioned on box seat last start, that you just cannot look at the form lines and be confident they're going to continue with Aerozine. Aerozine can come back out and win this by 5 lengths again. This is just how the horse is. It's why I will not bet in races it's in, and I will not put my money on it either, because it's just so inconsistent. William Pike goes on board, drop in class, up in weight. I don't think that's a massive issue. Good track and distance record. At its best, it wins by 5 lengths. If it runs like it did last start, it finishes 4th.
He does need one thing to go his way, and that's the tempo in the middle stages as well. He needs a really even tempo and sort of just build that up and then get them off the bit and chasing like he did a couple of starts ago on Good Friday. Adam, number 3, Luke's Gold. Really looking forward to seeing this horse return. Box seat followers will have good memories of this one, winning on debut at about $21 at Belmont. I really like him. He went leaps and bounds in his first few runs last preparation, only 8 starts, and he got to a pretty decent level of racing. He can continue that here, and he looks a really nice chance.
Well, it was emergency when he won on that day as well. We all remember that. It was a really good performance. Since then, has won 3 and placed in another 2. I thought the trial was really good. That's all I wanted to see was his horse return. I think it clearly has, and it's on top for me. Number 3, Luke's Gold, from 2 Speeding Comet, 1 Aerozine, and 6 2 Silver Trees. 3
goes on top for me as well here. Luke's Gold ahead of number 4, Duendis. Number 2, Speeding Comet, and 1 Aerozine.
Race number 6 at Ascot. It's over the 1,400 metres. There's a couple of horses here that didn't know how to win that now may have the confidence from a nicer winning performance last start.
Yeah, not the most genuine of types in this, but Friar Dance is certainly a filly on the up. Let's go back and watch her breaking maiden status.
Miss Janae as they come inside the final 250 metres now. He pulls the whip as a party, and Friar and Ice, he's responding. He's a length and a half in front. Reigns and Monty. Mighty Chance, Bridget Bardot are battling on. Hot discussion down the outside, but Friar and Ice does it away. Wins.
It's taken her a while. Going into that race, she'd had 4 starts for 3 seconds, but had always been there and about. She had to go to Narrogin to get the job done and only won by a length. But I think a bit like Kimbo's Girl, the confidence that horses like this will get with a victory, they'll improve by 2 or 3 lengths, in nicely in the weights with only 55 kilos, drawn perfectly in barrier 3, and as I said, this isn't the strongest race.
It's amazing when the stable has a really nice horse as well. Top of the class, would have filled the stable full of confidence, so wouldn't be surprised if this filly comes out and runs a nice race. Number 7 there, Illume Le Feu, still a maiden, Adam, but that maiden effort, I think it was on Good Friday, was running on very, very strongly and looked to have plenty of upside. This isn't beyond her.
This is one of the horses that it really did my head in when going through the form lines here. Drawn wide, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I literally think Fred Kersey can sit last and just cruise around them and win this. And if it doesn't, I'll be kicking myself for not putting on top. But I really do see this horse able to do it. It was a massive performance first up. Missed the kick, worked a little bit harder, had to squeeze 3 horses. And on debut, to do that over 1,400 metres, there were so many positives. So with the lightweight, it has to be respected.
Number 6 there, Mega Minx. William Pike and Peter Hall do a swapsy there. William Pike goes on Mega Minx, takes over from Peter Hall, and Geiger Gem there. Peter Hall rides and takes over for William Pike.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is take a look at the last 2 runs. 1 length behind Next Generation and then 4 lengths behind Young Gina. Those form lines are good enough to win a race like this, especially the Next Generation. So with William Pike going on board, I'm going to put it on top. Number 6, Mega Minx, from 7, Illume Le Feu. Number 5, in Kimbo's Girl, and 3, No Saints.
Same Quinella as you, Adam, just a different order. Number 7, Illume Le Feu on top for me, from 6, Mega Minx, 1, Geiger Gem, and 8, Friar Dance.
Race number 7 at Ascot. It's a Class 3 handicap over 1,600 metres. And the replay horse that we're going to take a look at, Mark, we said in the preview, if it didn't win this race, it never would. Fred Kersey had a cheeky smile on his face, and thankfully the horse will go around again because it got the chocolates.
Yes, it was only last week. Celtic Wizard. Let's have a look at him winning.
Grecian Summer challenged by St. Bill. Down the outside, coming quickly, is Celtic Wizard. Also there, Jezza Star, wide out, Cheap Express, but Celtic Wizard at the 150, it hit the front. Down the outside, Cheap Express with the run and along the rail, grinding hard, but Celtic Wizard's going to hold them. Celtic Wizard scored by a long...
Well, as Fred said after the race, this horse just needs everything to go its way, and it was able to get that from barrier 3, got the gun run, had the claim as well, and worked through the line strongly, but I see it getting the same run again here. Barrier 1, 55 kilos, a bit of speed in the race with Big Red Costa and these types crossing, Mouquet as well. I think it gets a nice run, and if it can show that turn of foot and persistence to the line, it can go back to back.
Who knows, Randy might have the key to this horse as well. It was a nice win and a nice ride last start, as you mentioned, Adam. I think about 6 or 7 starts ago when it did fall, it may have lost a bit of confidence, but this horse, he's never put in a bad performance despite never placing before winning last start at Ascot. So I think he can go on with it now, and especially when we go back to Belmont, maybe a few more wins in store. Number 4, Fire Detonator, a last start winner there. It was at Pinjarra, beat at Toledo. Now we know Toledo's come from New Zealand, but she looks like a little bit of a non-winner now, but it was a nice effort by this son of Kendall Star.
Yeah, look, she is definitely a non-winner. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but I love the way they gap the rest of the field. I love the turn of foot despite being green and Alan Kennedy having his hands full. And I love that was on debut over 1,400 metres. There was a lot to like here. Now you add in barrier 4, you add in William Pike, you add speed into the race. I think this horse can win again.
Adam, you're on top selections for this one?
I'm going with that one. Number 4, Fire Detonator. From 2, Checkers. Number 5, Celtic Wizard. And 1, Big Red Costa.
I've got the 5 on top, the replay horse, Celtic Wizard. From 2, Checkers. 4, Fire Detonator. And 1, Big Red Costa.
Final race of the day at Ascot. It is a Class 1 handicap over the 1,800 metres. And Mark, the replay horse we're taking a look at, did not get one single breath or relaxed time through this run last start. Niggled out the entire way.
And he was still beaten only under a length. An enormous effort by Reef Keeper. Let's have a look at his last start second.
The inside then at the top of the home straight. At the head of the others then is Masked Virtue. 200 left to go. Magic Las Vegas came at Reef Keeper and it hit the front. Well, Magic Las Vegas, he got a half a length on Reef Keeper coming back. Magic Las Vegas, Reef Keeper now the temptress. But on the outside, Magic Las Vegas does too well.
Really good performance on that occasion. My question mark here is that they went to 2,000 metres first up, 2,000 second up, 2,100 third up. Now they're dropping back to the 1,800 metres. For mine, this is a flaw in the program for them. This is not where they'd want to be going, but they've just had to get the horse out. It was scratched last time after being nominated, so I think there might have been an issue or two there. So I've just got concerns. It is the best horse, I think, that is going to win the most races and prize money in this field, and it certainly has a lot of positives, but there's just a few question marks that make me just want to settle on it.
One thing in his favour, back to 1,800 metres, you know he will be rock hard fit, so that's a big, big positive there, Adam. Number 14, Esperanza, Steve Parnham for Neville Parnham. Please explain.
I just don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can. You know, you do your form and you have to follow your same formulas, and sometimes when you land on it, you go, let's do that again. You land on it again and you really just don't want to be there, and I'm exactly there with Esperanza. Take a look at its career stats. 18 starts, 1 victory, 3 thirds. Hasn't won for 585 days, but the run last start was very impressive. 1.8 lengths behind Bevel, attacked the line strongly from 9th, they got home in 36-1, drawn well in barrier 7. Again, this is a really weak field. If she is going to win another race, it has to be this, otherwise she'll be sacked for life in my tipping, Mark.
And she's on top for you.
I'm going with a number 14. I can't believe I'm saying it. Esperanza. From number 3, Reef Keeper. Number 8, I'm a Love Man. And 2, Hot Breezer.
3 goes on top for me. Reef Keeper. From number 2, Hot Breezer. 1, Scandium. And number 12, Little Miss Mac.
Time now to take a look at the best bets of the card, and I'm going to try and get mine out of the way early, Mark. I'm going with race 1, number 8, Masagi, and race 4, number 4, Dusha Sazitsky.
Adam, I'm going with race 4, number 4, Dusha Zakitsky as well, and race 8, number 3, Reef Keeper. A really nice stayer on the up.
As we always do say, you can follow us on social media. You can see that on screen now, our YouTube channel as well, and perthracing.com.au with plenty of great events coming up. On behalf of both of us, hope we found you plenty of winners.